Hey everybody, Michael from Steelyard here with Kevin and Cass from Woodbridge Furniture. They're in their headquarters in Thomasville, North Carolina. Close to High Point, but we are sad that we are not at High Point together this week. But thanks so much for joining me today for our Zoom chat.
Thanks for having us. We're excited to be here today.
Good. Well, again, we all wish we were in High Point. Crazy times in the industry right now, a lot going on. Look, a lot of stuff happening with people and sickness and illness too. But as it relates to our industry, I think the thing that I've noticed is how resilient our industry is. And for the folks that aren't necessarily affected by what's going on, with illness, the furniture industry powers on, supports everything that's happening, and really pushes through. So you all are in your headquarters there in Thomasville. Tell us how you've been handling what's going on with COVID-19 and the business as it relates to shutting down and lockdowns and everything else.
Well, we're hanging in there as best we can. It's a challenging environment for all of us. And so our customers have been extremely gracious when they call in to check on their orders, understanding what we're all up against, and we're all working together. And that's one of the things that I think speaks so highly of the industry as a whole and the resiliency that everyone is showing. We have a tight-knit family atmosphere here at Woodbridge, so we've been able to remotely work from a customer service standpoint, and then socially distance in space in our warehousing and upholstery operations. Those were closed for a short period of time, and We're looking forward to brighter days ahead when we can get that up and running again. But it's always had a family feel, and a lot of us take work home in the evenings anyway to keep on top of things. So being versatile, which a small business has to be, and being nimble has been part of our DNA from the beginning. So this is a big curveball we did not foresee or really want, but we're coping with it as best we can and hanging in there. So we're here to support each other and here to support our vendors, our suppliers, our customers, and anyone that we can throughout this process.
That's great. And you mentioned the word family, and I think that's important, right? Especially as you talk about what you're doing in your warehouse and everything else. You care so deeply about your employees, you're keeping them working in a safe way. And right now, that's so important to support not only them and their ability to work, but the industry as a whole.
Yeah, that's correct. And we do see everyone here on the Woodbridge team as family. And we're proud to say we've had no layoffs, we've had no furloughs, not a single employee from our newest hire from 2 months ago to our longest tenured employee, which I guess would be me since day one, has missed a single check or they've not had a reduced check or any disruption as that goes, because they have bills to pay as well. And I know it's so upsetting that that's one thing and one piece of stability that we hope can add to that puzzle. So, and the other thing or other piece to that, my father and I started Woodbridge in 2003, so it's had this family small business feel, and as it's grown, we've added obviously team members, and Cass's husband, Preston, for example, is our COO, so there's a family element there. A lot of us have children, so we're flexible with that, and our kids are friends with one another, play on the same basketball teams and little league teams. And a lot of our customers are designers who are small business owners themselves and are owner operators of their businesses. So they understand what it's like to fight for themselves and fight for their business and to work with someone rather than a massive corporate name or where you're just a number. But we have a real touch and feel and a relationship with and strive to with as many of our customers as we can.
That's incredible. We love hearing that. I mean, you're relatively what we would call a new company in the industry, 2003, right? I mean, relatively young compared to some of the heritage brands, but you've certainly made your name known. And what you're known for is that family, relaxed, coming together feel. Really excited about what we would have seen in in April, with some of the new product that you were rolling out, specifically Lauren Lease, who I'm fascinated by. When you talk about this family vibe, this relaxed vibe, right before this call, my kids jumped in the pool and I said, well, Lauren Lease would be fine with that. She wants you to live in your home. She wants you to be relaxed in the natural environment. So I'm going to let them swim while I'm doing this call. Tell me about her collection. Tell me about what was new in April. Tell me what you have going on.
We've got several new introductions coming out this April, and we're really excited about them. I mean, part of her vision for us is to sort of expand into other parts of the home. So we have a kitchen island coming out in her collection this market, and so we had planned to style the showroom sort of as a kitchen setup. So we were going to put a sink on her stone top sideboard that was a piece from the October market. And she's got 2 new bar stools coming out, a new dining chair, a really cool flip top console that could be, you know, a console table that doubles as a dining table if you're doing an impromptu gathering, which she's also known to do. And then looking a little farther ahead to October market, we have an outdoor collection coming for her, which is a just natural offshoot of her living outside. If you follow her on the blog or see any of her Instagram posts, I think their family is barefoot outside quite a lot, which I love. And she's just so gracious and so easy to work with. Doing the collection with her has been really fun and just a real treat.
Cool.
Yeah,
So,
we also have some things coming from Tobi's collection for our April market as well. So she has a new bedroom collection, a new game table, some really neat pieces there as well. So they're very different in their styling and just their rapport. But they work well together and have enjoyed that relationship with us too.
that's great. So you mentioned outdoor. That's fairly new for you to step into the outdoor space then, right?
It is. We entered this channel. Watts Humphrey, who is our partner in this business, also had done some research, and that was an area that he saw potential and growth, and he really was the mastermind in nudging us to that category. And so we entered that category about 2.5 years ago. A lot of our customers are designers, and they may not have a need for outdoor products on every job, but when they do, they oftentimes didn't have an account with a large, outdoor only supplier. So this was a nice niche that they could turn to when they needed things for a specific job. And so we've tried to evolve and develop that grouping. It's rounded out nicely. Cass Key, who is our creative director, has had a lot of input in that. She produced with Watts a outdoor lookbook for Woodbridge that hit earlier this year. So we're continuing to expand the materials that we're using, the styles that we're using, listening to our customers and hearing what we're missing or what the market has a need for, and then working internally with our design process and try and bring those things to market. But as Cass alluded to earlier, that is how Lauren lives with her children, the dogs, her husband Dave. They're relaxed, and if they're going to have it in their home, they're going to use it. They're going to sit in it. They're going to relax on it. They're going to put their feet on that table. And so many people today are living outdoors as well. You mentioned the pool earlier, but those are, there are outdoor kitchens, there are living areas and sitting areas and a lanai. And so depending on where you live in the country, there's just so much of the home has pushed outdoors. And so we thought that was a natural progression for the Woodbridge line.
That's fantastic. I love that you're listening to your customers. I love that you're adapting, and what you're doing right now during the lockdowns and everything else is great. I cannot wait to see the new collection in October. Hopefully we'll get a little preview before then. But thanks for everything that you're doing. Thanks for keeping your employees working. Thanks for staying in touch with your designers. This industry is so small yet so big. And I love that feeling of being in touch with folks and caring about each other. So I love to hear your story. Thanks for spending a little time with me today. I wish we were together at 200 Steel in your showroom, but that will have to wait till October. We'll raise a glass to everything you have going on and to all your success. So thanks so much for your time today, Kevin.
Thank you for your time, and thank you for keeping us connected with the design community and making High Point be the best that it can be given everything going on.
Absolutely. Take care, y'all. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Be well.
You too.